What's up, y'all? It is your girl, Sarah from Sarah Styles here. In today's video, I am going to show you how much I made in January 2021 in my reselling and digital products, consulting, YouTubing business, all of that. I'm going to show you gross revenue as well as breaking it down, showing you expenses, inventory costs, everything behind full disclosure of my reselling business. So if you're looking at becoming a full-time reseller, or if you are interested in how much a reselling business can make, stay tuned. All right, so if you are new to this channel, I am a reseller. I'm also a mom of 3 children, and so that's my full-time job. I spend roughly 15 hours a week on reselling, social media, all of that. All but 4 of those hours, well, more 6, because I do a couple YouTube videos during the week. All but 6 of those hours are spent with my children. So I'm not as efficient as one would be if you can do it by yourself. Like, I'll take pictures and a child needs help, so I have to stop. So what I'm telling you, this income is based off of working roughly 15 hours a week. Strictly 4 to 6 hours is kid free, where I can really knock some stuff out. So let's dig right into it. How much do I make as a reseller? So what we're looking at here, this is my financial workbook. If you are new to the channel or you're familiar with, I do have dashboards for sale. So, and I will do this video next. So first I'm going to do how much I make, and then I'll get into deeper dive into what I actually made, where I sold and whatnot on all of the various different reselling platforms. So that'll be part 2. So if you want to see that, subscribe, hit those notifications. But this is for sale. This is my dashboard that is for sale. You track and manage your own data, and then you have access to your reselling platforms and your data. This is from my financial workbook. This is not something that I sell. This is how I track my business. Some people will use like QuickBooks or GoDaddy. I have it set up in a spreadsheet because I like to be able to look at my own analytics and look at these charts and all of that. And I am, knowledgeable in spreadsheets, and so is my husband. So I have like this massive spreadsheet set up, and I just tie out my numbers once a week. So this is where that's coming from. This workbook is when money hits my bank account, where the dashboards that I have is when an item gets shipped. So you'll see a little discrepancy just because of when the time frame is, right? Things get shipped. In Poshmark, you don't get paid until they receive it, and they either accept it or it's been 3 days and such. So a little discrepancy that way just because of when it hits my bank account and how I track and manage it. This is how much I made for the month of January 2021, monthly gross. So gross is your top number. This is how much people paid for items. This is not taking out expenses, inventory, any of that. Keep watching, and I will get into my inventory, my expenses, and tell you my net number. But almost $9,000 working 15 hours. And all 9 of those hours are with my children. I'm pretty excited about this, to be honest. It's taken a lot of time to get here, working on efficiencies. And drop notes below, comments down below. Do you guys want to see some of the back end stuff that I do to make sure that I'm efficient? I've got my shipping down to under 3 minutes, and that's start to finish, and filling out my dashboard spreadsheet. My photos, I can take a photo, take the measurements, weigh it, put it in a SKU, and put it away in inventory in 2 minutes. So if you guys want to see that stuff, how I become so efficient, drop those notes down below, and I'll try and make a video for that if that's something that you're interested in. But that's something over the past year that I really worked on because I only had so much time. And so I can't work more to make more money. I can just do more in the time that I had. And so $9,000, keep in mind that is gross, but my hourly rate is $150. Like, I will take that. But let's look at the breakout here. So I am on Poshmark and eBay, and that is it. Everything that's on eBay is on Poshmark, with the exception of things that have been listed in a month. I do have, and the reason for that is, I'll put that in the link down below. I've done a couple analysis on eBay and eBay versus Poshmark, things are selling higher and faster on eBay. And so I let them sit on eBay for a little bit longer because I do pay a lister to cross list it. So I'm not paying someone to put it onto Poshmark just for me to take it off when it has a better opportunity to sell on eBay. So everything's on both platforms except for my newest inventory sits on eBay first, and then it gets moved over to Poshmark. But eBay, look at this, 54% of my income last month came from eBay. eBay is the money spot. I'm so glad that I got on eBay and I worked really hard to get those money or to get the algorithm on my side. I'm still working on figuring it out, so stay tuned. They have so many analytics and tools that I'm really working this year to figure out how to use those to benefit me. Digital products and courses, I'm doing more. 24% of my business is coming from digital products and courses. That's more than Poshmark. And the nice thing about digital products and courses, and we'll talk about this in a minute, is there's very little overhead costs. Obviously my time, which as a mom of 3, I don't have a lot of it. And that's why it's not really grown to where I think it will once the kids are all in school. They're remote learning right now, although we might be putting the younger kids into school. But I still have a 3-year-old, so he's only going part-time if he goes back to school. So that is, there's no overhead. I don't have to buy inventory. I don't have to buy storage, bins to put things in, bags, poly mailers, all of that. I don't have any of that. It's my time. I have to take my time to build these digital products, build these courses, give consulting, but no overhead costs. So that's interesting. For those of you who wonder how much YouTubers actually make, it's 2%. And I'll go over that in a minute, the exact number that I made, or we can click on it here. That is one of my goals, $185 I made last month in January. And I was cranking out towards the end of the month. I was doing about 5 videos a week. And in the beginning of the month, it was like 3 videos a week. They take me anywhere between an hour and a half to 3 hours to do a video. So you can tell that's not very much. However, those YouTube videos, and then also, Instagram, I don't get paid anything. Those are driving my digital products and my courses. So I do it. One, I do my lives because I like interacting with the community. Those are selfishly for myself, to talk to someone every Monday, other resellers that do this. But my YouTube is driving those digital products and courses. So while I'm not directly making a lot off of YouTube, I'm still doing it. I still think it's a good business decision for me because it is driving those digital products. When someone purchases a product, I have a survey, where did you find out about this? And it's social media. Like 85% of the purchases are coming from Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube. So I'm going to continue to do that. My goals for 2021. So I'm going to do one of these videos every month. Probably every month. I think doing it too many, like in the middle of the month, may not be helpful, but let me know. What do you guys want to see? 2021, my goals for 2021 is to increase my YouTube. I want to focus on learning the YouTube algorithm, learning the tools and analytics, and really maximize my time spent there. And then I also want to increase my net, and we're going to get to that in a minute. Before we get there, if you guys do like content like this, you like seeing full transparency of how much resellers actually make, is it something that you can actually do, data and numbers behind what I am telling you and showing you, make sure to hit that subscribe and notifications. Give me a thumbs up. Comments, saves, and shares also help in the algorithm and give me a little boost. So if you like this content, you think other resellers or entrepreneurs would as well, make sure to do those tasks. So those are my goals. My strategies right now, what was I working on it in January? I'm trying to get ahead on YouTube. It's really consistent. It's really important to be consistent on YouTube. As a mom of 3 children, it's very difficult to be consistent. Kids don't always let you do the same things every day, or someone gets sick and your day is just, or weeks are just shot. So I really worked hard to get ahead, making videos and scheduling them ahead. I am about a month ahead right now on YouTube. So I'm excited. I've really been working hard on finding efficiencies in YouTube and ways to get things done quicker there and come up with content and get it uploaded to get myself ahead. So I have a little breathing room if it's been a rough week and I don't want to get to a YouTube video. And then also increasing my posting. I'm going to try for the month of February, posting 5 days a week. I'm new to YouTube. I've been here for 2 years, but I'm not an expert at all. If you guys are YouTubers or you have ideas or know the algorithm, videos that you think I should watch, drop those down in the comments. I'm going to try and post 5 days a week and see if cranking out and being really consistent and cranking out videos work well. My thought behind this is it works on eBay, right? It's an algorithm. The more consistent you are, the more you put into eBay, the more you get out of it. So that's kind of what I've been working on end of January, and then moving into February, I'm going to be trying to post. I am posting 5 days a week. So do you guys like seeing 5 videos a week, or is it too much? Let me know. Reselling. So reselling, I'm trying to be more efficient with what I have. I am out of space. And I'll talk a little bit about this more in the second video when I really dig into reselling strategies that I've been doing there. But I am out of space, so I need to find ways to maximize the inventory that I have, make the most money that I can without growing my store. I worked on running sales in eBay, learning eBay's analytics and their tools to kind of help me do this. So make sure to stay tuned, subscribe and get notifications. So when that video comes out in the next few days, you'll notify that. But I mean, overall, January 2021, $149 an hour. Now, granted, this is gross, but like I'm running a business out of my house with 3 children at home while remote learning on my schedule, and I'm making $149 an hour. If I were to be able to keep that hourly rate and work 40 hours a week like I worked in my corporate America job, I could replace my salary from corporate America. It gets a little finicky when you put in benefits because, you know, I got PTO, I had health insurance, they paid into my 401k, I had a pension, like it may not replace that, but I mean, that's pretty amazing because I can do it on my schedule. I can take time off as needed. I'm able to be doing this during a pandemic with my kids at home remote learning. So I'm pretty happy there. My net goal. So let's get into this. That's the gross. That's the number that looks flashy and exciting. How much money am I actually bringing home? So my margin, I am bringing home 56% of my gross. So 56% of what that $8,000, almost $9,000 is how much I am net. This is pre-taxes. I didn't put taxes in there because taxes can kind of waver depending on where you are. So this does not include having to pay for taxes. This is a pre-tax net number. But 56% is pretty legit. Most small businesses make 10% margins. 20% is the high end. I'm at 56%. Like, that's amazing. So where is the breakout? Here's the expenses. So I'm bringing home roughly a little over $3,000 for the month of January. Part of why this margin honestly is lower than I think it'll be hopefully towards the end of the year is I'm really trying to get ahead on inventory. So you can see here, we'll skip over where is my money being spent. So I do have one consignment customer. So that goes as an expense. That's a small chunk of it. And then a VA, I do pay, I'm a mom of 3 kids. I do not have time to list, nor do I like doing it. So I pay a VA to list my items for me. So you can see that's a small percent, but there's no way I can make that gross if I didn't. This is roughly 12% of my expenses I spend on a VA. Completely worth it to me because there's no way I could be listing 10 items a day and doing YouTube and all of the various things that I do in my 15 hours if I didn't have someone listing. And then you have like supplies and YouTube, like I pay admin things, I pay for TubeBuddy, I pay for my website, those type of things. That's a very small percent. But then you come down here and you look, inventory is over 75% of my expenses. This is because I'm trying to get ahead. You can see behind me, these are things that need to be listed. I probably have 2 weeks worth of inventory to be listed. This is also including another pallet that is probably, I don't remember exactly how many items were in it. I ordered it last week. I think it's over like 350, probably 350. So I list 300 items a month. That's going to be another month. So I have 6 weeks worth of inventory to list that came out of January, right? So that's why you're seeing such a big chunk in inventory. Once I I'm not having to get as far ahead all the time. That'll kind of even out, but I'm still really happy with my net. And that's something, if you're trying to grow your business, keep that in mind. Your net is going to go down because you're buying more than you are selling, right? I bought more inventory this month than I sold this month. And you guys can see that in the next video. I'll really get into this, but I'm getting ahead. I need to have inventory on reserve. I can't go out and source all the time. I'm buying liquidation pallets, so you have to buy large amounts at a time. So that's kind of where that is. 56% margin though, like I'm still okay with that. I will absolutely take that, especially because I'm doing this at home with my kids while remote learning. The flexibility is just outrageous. So this is my YouTube goal. I am wanting to grow this. I would love to be able to make what I make on eBay on YouTube as well, like getting paid to make YouTube videos, not just getting paid as a subset for my digital products and courses, as promotions, but actually making money off of YouTube. That's kind of my goal this year. So we'll see where it goes, but that's why I have this chart in here. We only have January, but in January, I made $185 on YouTube AdSense. So if you make videos, you have an ad at the beginning, you can do mid-roll ads, you have freedom of that. So I'm going to mess around with that this year too and learn how that works a little bit better without annoying you guys. I don't want to put too many ads in there, right? Because then you guys aren't going to want to watch my content. So I'm at $165 in January. I'd love to see this, really increase and get up to, if that YouTube were, a bigger pie. So towards the end of the year, that's kind of where I'm headed. So that's why that chart is in there. I hope this video was informative. I do not do these videos to be flashy and be like, look at how much I make, I'm so good. I do this to give you a realistic idea into a reselling business. I want to understand how other resellers do it and how it kind of works and if it's realistic to be a reseller. And so I'm giving you a picture into my business and really want to be able to help you get to where you want to go and have a realistic idea of what it means to be a reseller. I'm only making 56% of what I am selling. And I'm actually going to, let me tell you one more thing about that too, about the net. The thing about this, my net's going to be higher because I'm talking about everything, and my digital products is 24% of my business. That has no inventory associated to it, right? So that is all, minus, very minimal expenses here. I have to pay for like internet and things. My overage for my digital products and courses is very little. And so my margin is going to be higher than if you were just a reseller, because you have all of those, you have inventory, you have polybags, you have all of this overhead cost, right? So that's something to keep in mind too. If you are strictly a reseller and you don't have digital products, you don't have YouTube, while my YouTube's not a lot, it is, there's no overhead cost, right? I have a computer, right? That was one big overhead cost, but that's really it, right? There's not ongoing monthly costs for that. I'm not paying for a VA for that. I'm not, right? So that's something to consider. And that's why I think a lot of resellers that are full-time or make a lot of money venture outside of reselling and do digital products or do social media or offer courses. So that's kind of what I've been playing with as well. And also, I really like numbers, if you guys are new to my channel, and I really want to help other resellers be able to know that. So if you like this video, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to my channel so you can see a deeper dive into how much I actually made in reselling. I'll look at the different platforms, split out my goals, and dig a little bit deeper into the reselling aspect of my business. Have a good day.